Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Oakland County, Michigan. I'm an A7 size girl in an A2 size world. Today I want to make this fun fold with you with the Night Divine. We're going to do a little bit different because we're going to make this a little bit taller so that we can fit this saying here, and a little bit shorter so again that we can fit this saying, and this doesn't look so, sorry, I gotta scooch over. This doesn't look so wide. I do like this size though. Both of the measurements are going to be on my Facebook group page, so you'll find those there. Before we begin, I wanted to show you the two stamp sets that I got on the, I'm sorry, it went whoof, right from my brain. From the online exclusive release in November, Feathered Flight. I thought this was a great masculine card set. I probably will not use these sentiments. I like more like, happy birthday, and my thinkings of you, maybe. I mean, for, I'm male sympathy. But I will probably use different sentiments, but I really like this set. I will use a few of these sentiments for other cards, but I probably won't use them with this. I don't know. I think this is more of a masculine set. So, and then the art of texture looks really cool. It's kind of like the, gorgeous grunge? No, gorgeous, that one. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I'll put it down here if I can think of it. And it's going to be a great set for just some extra texture. It is photopolymer, so that's nice. And then finally, I don't know if you saw these in, I think it's the older catalog, but look at this great 6x6 stencil set. So, I mean, I really like this one. And then you can put, looks like, can these two go together? Oh, no, but I really like this one, and I love the 4 dots. This is called Foursquare, I think. Let's see what it says. It says Foursquare Decorative Masks. So I'm really liking the texture on this. I think that's going to be great. I will put those in my stencils. Okay, so those two are done. I did get a new trimmer while I was getting my online exclusive, so that's good. Night Divine. Just the stamp sets are these great sentiments, and the dies come with it that are of the nativity scene. If you do this stamp set, let me just tell you, if you use this particular measurement one, I did cut this out. Oh, here it is. Sorry. It will fit this if you wanted to do just a blue back. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm scooched over today. So it will fit the, barn. I don't know what this is called. It's so close in my brain to tell you what this is called, but I don't know what this is called. So it will fit this particular die, this one set. But if you look, if we do it any thinner like we're going to do it, it really won't fit. And it has to be down at the bottom because this is full 5 inches. I tore this edge down here of crumb cake and then put the background scene, because when I had just this full sheet, my people, were in a wonky area. So I decided to get the scene that I liked best with some hills and then just crumb cake the bottom, and I tore the edge. All right, now you can't see the Oh Holy Night here, but when you stand it up, you can see it really well. You can put it up even. I am not in love with cutting this out on the background, but it is what it is. So I wanted to show you that size. Like I said, definitely will have the measurements on my blog. No, not blog. I don't do blogs. Facebook page. This is a little bit wider, but we're going to make this taller. Okay. So we need 2 pieces of crumb cake for this. And let me close this up and put this to the side, somewhere where I can find it later. We're going to cut this at 7 inches. because we're going to do a 5x7 fun fold. Okay, cut that off. Now, we're going to do scoring, only scoring now. We're going to use this whole sheet at 1.5 and 3. Okay. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it's at 7.5. Or it might be at 7. Yeah, it looks like it's at 7. 1.5, 3, 7. Here we go. Fold up, fold down, fun fold. Okay, great. Stack, easy peasy. Really, it's not that great. It's not that big of a measurements. I want this taller, so I made this shorter. I wanted this taller so I could get the sentiment exactly in here the way I want it. And we're going to do, He Shall Be Called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. I thought that was a great sentiment for this particular outside. All right, now, this we know is going to be 5 inches tall because we want a 5x7 card, so we want 5 inches. But it only needs to be 3 inches wide because this little scene is just about 3 inches. All right, so we will take our sheet of paper and we're going to do 3 1/4, and we're going to score at 5. Okay, now here we go. Here we are. So yes, it's a little bit, and it's gonna sit up and it's almost gonna be as tall, but I really wanted the sentiment that I wanted. So there we go. Now let's decorate this with the DSP, that's Designer Series paper, and the Designer Series paper I still believe is called Night Divine, but it's, let me show you it. All right, so we have this great piece. It's a scene set. We can add a little bit of this if we wanted to, and we could stamp right here if we wanted to. So maybe we will. Maybe we'll take this part or this part for our background and stamp our sentiment here. This is a nice piece to add for our foreground. We could add it up here. We could just do the whole night scene again and cut off some crumb cake. This is a repeat. This is a nice one to use. And again, we could just use it for this one. See what else we got. Sorry, friends, my fingers aren't working. I like this one. This one could be our background, and we could do a background here, and we could do our sentiment in white right here. That one might be something that we do. Let's turn this around. Ooh, nice and dark too. We could do it on that side if we wanted to. This is a really cool scene. If you wanted to put your sentiment on this piece, and if you just wanted a sentiment, you could add this background here. Look how great that would be. I really like this one, but that's going to be for something else. That's really pretty, don't you agree? So that's going to be for another card. We've already seen this one. We've already seen this one. All right, looks like we've all seen all of them. Oh, we haven't seen this one. This one is another good one. All right, so I think we will use this one definitely. Do we like the darker or the lighter one? I really like the stripes on this. I really like that. And I think we will use this, the ombre effect. I think we'll use that to our advantage. So we're going to use that right here. And this is, I believe, 3 1/2. Oh, I'm sorry, 4. So here we go. We're going to go 3 7/8. 6 7/8. There we go. And then we have this piece right here that I think that we should emboss now. All we really have to do is decorate this card, and that's pretty easy. So let's get some Versamark. Let's get some white embossing powder. And let's get our powder bag out. And we need a microfiber cloth because we want to then pick up all this powder that we put down. On the right. Here we are. Whoopsie. And let's grab our sentiment. I'm going to put it at the top instead of in the middle. And I'm thinking that I'm going to grab out my Misty for this so that I can have a nice impression. This is red rubber, so it's going to be great. And I am going to do it at the top and over all the way to the right. I'm just going to put my sheet here, and I just put my fingers here. If you saw that, that's going to leave some oils. So again, I'm going to powder bag it and not touch that area. That's important. All right, I'll ink it up with Versamark. Versamark is a watermark ink. It will stay wet the longest. So I think it's oil, some kind of oil-based ink. So it's a great ink to have. We're doing it on red rubber, so we're going to have a wonderful impression. I'm going to ink it up one more time. All right. We've got a great impression here. We'll leave that for a second. Then we'll take our white embossing powder, sprinkle it on. I'm going to be generous. Tap and dance. Okay. Got a little bit off, but other than that, I'm going to put the rest of it back in my little bin. So, whoopsie. There we go. And then we will heat emboss. I'm going to let our heat tools warm up. Remember, I always like to get it so that my hand really hurts. My hand around, I know it has to be super warm. This is thinner paper, so this should work really quick. I got it pretty even on the side. And I'm just going to move my heat tool around. There we go. Until all of it is perfectly embossed. That I is not perfect. And the F and the, you see the F and the T is not either, so do it from the background. Excellent. There we go. All right. Okay, I'll just grab my microfiber cloth, sorry about that, and give it a good wipe down. Let's see if I have enough time to get back this heat. I did not do a very good job at at that. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this heat back. Sorry about that, friends. This way you have to make sure all of your embossing powder is completely embossed, completely heated. Alright. There we go. Thank goodness. There we go. Alright, now we have this piece, which we're going to add to our back. This is a piece of designer series paper. Let's grab our silicone mat here so we can easily get to the side and not have it attach anywhere. Rub our fingers. Okay, just go to the side here. All right. If you're worried about this, remember, add a little liquid glue and you'll have some wiggle room. All right, we did a tight squeeze here. There we go. All right, now, there we are. Now we have this and this to decorate. We could do this on anything. It really doesn't matter what, but I'd like to do it in this sand color. Yeah, maybe we'll do it down here like this. All right, so we'll do 6 3/4. I'm sorry. We're going to do 6 7/8 by 1 all right, so it was 1 1/2, so 1 3/8. All right, there we go. And we'll just add this piece here. All right, it's a little, I don't know that you can tell exactly that it's what it is, but it kind of looks like scenery. Whoops, really got that off there. So we'll just bend that over. Again, this is the tight fit of 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to line it up on the 3 sides. Push down, then run our finger down. Excellent. Well, let's see if I can do it a little bit better than that. All right. There we go, better. There we go, that's better. Then we have a nice, look at this. You can put this right here. All right, all is well with that. Now I'm going to scooch it over just a tiny bit, give it a little bit of interest instead of doing it on the edge. Put it right there. Okay, now let's decorate this piece. I think that I am going to go with the stars. Do you like the stars? I'm going to do the one that is, this one? Yeah, let's do this one. All right. This is 3 1/2 by 5. Just going to do the 1/8 of an inch. Scooch in 2 little tick marks by 7/8 here, 4 7/8. There we go. Now we have this piece right here that I did not do right. Take off a little bit. Well, I'm going to go one more, take off. There we go. Did not measure that right, but I'll have the right measurements for you down in the Facebook page. I think this is the card that you're going to want to recreate. Jesus is the reason for the season. We need to make sure that we remember that, along with the ho-ho-hos and the Christmas spirit and all the things that we make Christmas cards, I think that there needs to be some room for our nativity set, even though, you know, I can hear all the things. Jesus really wasn't born in December, and the wise men didn't actually go, and I hear you. I'm just saying we celebrate for a reason. So did I make this too short? Yeah, 3.5. There we go. And I did not do this at 3.5, friends. I did this at 3.25. That's why I was having such a hard time. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to remove a little bit of the top. This is just my leftovers. Really doesn't matter how tall this is. Just going to add it at the bottom like that. And I'm going to do it in the way that I tore it, so, you know, looks a little nice, even though most of this is going to be covered up by our really cool scene here. There we go. Just like that. Or we could add it so it's like that. I guess we could also do black, but I'm worried about the black. So let's do just a little here, like that. You know what? I might do it up a little bit more. I might do it a little bit thicker. This was leftover, but maybe what I will do is grab a better piece. All right, 2 tick marks below 3.25. There we go. Now I think I'm going to do like 2 inches. Going to cut this about, let's say 2.25. Then then I'm going to remove some. That way we have the star of our card in the center. My underpiece of my manger scene, both times I cut it out, did not pop out. And so my little manger looked, you know, didn't have, just pop out your little manger, your little piece under the manger right here. You see my finger? Right here. All right. Remember, this is going to go through the mail, so you need to either cut several of these or really use dimensionals to pop this up. There we go. And we'll add this. All right. Like this better. Like this better. There we go. Perfect. Now, I want you to add your adhesive on the bottom here. And put this where you want it. Okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to fold this up and I want you to put adhesive right here at the top. This will make it a little bit, it'll make it a little bit more secure. Let's really crease these lines. There we go. All right, now we have one that stands up really well because we creased it. All right, this sentiment here fits really nicely. It has a little bit of a lip, so it still looks great. All right. Now, which one do you like better? I like this scene better. So I think I might do this again. This is a little bit too dark for me. I don't think I'm going to add any embellishments. I might do the gold, the star. I left it out because I wanted to do it, but you know, there's gold stars in the suite. Oh, Amanda, where'd you put them? Here we go. I might do a gold star on this one. Right in this area that is less dark. There we go. Put these away. These are beautiful 3D embossed 3D stars. Good heavens. There we go. I wouldn't do a star here, I don't think, but I'd do some Wink of Stella. But that's about it. I don't like this Oh Holy Night cut here. I think you could do a sentiment here if you chose to. Ooh, excuse me. Joy and peace. The Lord is my shepherd might be a good one too. Right here. And have the background here. As we remember, we talked about having that scene here. Having this scene back here. So it's a great scene. Having this smaller, for sure, doing it the smaller one. And having the Lord is my shepherd right here. Just right here. So this could be black, or it could be crumb cake, could be whatever. And I like the scene back there. All right, friends, I've given you lots of ideas. I hope some of them you can use, maybe spark your creativity.